It's Damn Good Time Podcast. It's Damn Good Time Podcast. Yeah.
We both lowered our voices.
It's Damn Good Time Podcast.
We went high, sorry. Sorry, all our vocal warm-ups we do.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody.
And this is the Damn Good Time Podcast.
I cracked a little, but hit him with it.
Whoa.
Had a little cough in there. Had a little
Hit
cough.
him with it.
little cough.
We're back in the studio. Chilling in the studs with my dude.
Realized I'm wearing the same shirt I did last week.
Yeah, no, that's not a figment of your imagination. I didn't just change shirts and we record two back to back. Cody's wearing the same shirt that he had on last weekend.
I wore this shirt every single episode, actually. You just didn't know it because it was under my other shirts.
Yeah, it's his podcast.
It's my lucky shirt.
It's his podcast shirt. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. As soon as you walk through the door, I'm like, oh, got a little repeat.
And then it wasn't until I sat down and I'm like, I'm wearing the same shirt I did last week. And you're like, yep.
Yep.
And I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Hey,
Oops-a-daisy.
it's been a week. It's been washed.
Yeah.
Probably multiple times.
It's
I
been
probably wore
washed.
it within that time twice.
And it made me actually kind of think like we should just have a podcast uniform where we wear the same thing every day.
Should we get like jumpers?
Maybe, or you need to get one of those fucking tracksuits like I got.
But then that changes like the mentality of it, right? You know?
I don't know, does it?
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got to worry about make sure it's washed.
Well, I do my laundry every week. It never, actually, to be honest with you, I feel like I do laundry every day. It just never stops.
I know, but what if your washer breaks? Because we get so sweaty
Yeah, I was gonna say.
when we're sitting here in this chair.
And I was gonna say too, like I don't know about you, and I don't
Doing
know,
all our athletics.
maybe I'm gross or weird because of this. Let me know. I don't know. Hear me out.
Okay.
Unless it's directly touching my stinky parts, crotch, butt, armpits, I feel I can get more than one wear out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like most people say you're like, you go out to dinner or something, you put on your nice clothes, you put on that, and I'm not talking about the upper. I mean, a sports coat or something like that. You're not washing raw every time. That's dry clean only, anyways,
sports
right?
coats, hoodies.
But jeans, I'm going to go down to
Jeans.
jeans.
Jeans
I think most people will wear 2 or 3 times before they wash
Yeah,
them.
multiple days.
Most people, I know there's probably
As long as there's not a stain.
right.
You know what I mean? If there's no visible dirt, there's not a stain. It's not something that's visible, obvious. Like, oh fuck, dude, you got some dirty ass pants on, bruh. Or I do the sniff test as well. So it's like
I was about to say,
know.
do you do sniff test? 'Cause
yeah,
I do the sniff test.
You gotta give them a little sniff,
Yeah.
a little ocular pat down, make sure that there's no stains, and then jeans are good to wear again. Underpants, never more than a day. Never more than, unless I'm in a weird situation where I'm like stuck at an airport or some shit. Then I've even thought about putting extra undies in like my backpack that I carry on.
Right.
Like, man, I'll go change in a fucking. But even then, like I got like baby wipes in my backpack. I'll go do horse baths and shit, you know.
Right.
But underpants, t-shirts, because it's directly on the pits. Those I don't really wear those more than a day.
Can't.
Yeah.
It gets weird.
Like so I'm really weird. I'll come home. So I got home from work today. I took a shower, put this shirt on. I'm fresh. Got fresh deodorant on, everything. Tonight, before I go to bed, I'll take the shirt off and I'll put it on my dresser. Like, you know what? Maybe I'll wear that tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'll even be like, nah. like I only wore it for like an hour, did a podcast, and then played video games. I didn't do shit in this shirt. Feel like I'm gonna save it for the next day, but I probably won't.
No. And then you ever have the surprise sniff test though,
Where it stinks.
where you like somehow mixed your clean laundry and you put it like with your dirty laundry next to it, or like maybe I don't know how it happens. I've done it before though.
Yeah.
With a pair of drawers before, and then you're like, wait, did I wear these yesterday? Oh yeah, I did. I definitely did. Oh my god. Ugh.
Yes, I did.
Let me get another sniff.
They're like, wow, man. I don't remember working that hard yesterday.
Damn. It's like smelling your own farts. Everybody enjoys it, but they don't admit it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really fucked up too bad with underpants. I've had some pants that I've put on and I'm like, what is that fucking smell? And then it's like, oh, you find a spot and then you take them off and you like, oh, the fucking dog pissed on them or some shit in the middle of the night. Like, motherfucker, these were clean. I still had 3 more days out of these bitches. A fucking dog had to piss on them.
Hey, it all happens.
But yeah, no, yeah. What were you getting at? Oh, yeah, the outer layer you can get multiple days out of.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a fucking winter coat. You don't wash that bitch.
Yeah, you don't wash your
all
jackets
season.
all the time. Ever. I mean,
Yeah.
how many times you washing your coats, really? Come on, let's be honest. Never.
I've had a couple Carhartts that I've washed just because they get dirty because I'm working in them,
Sure.
you know?
Yeah.
But like that brown leather jacket that I wear everywhere, that thing's never been in a washer.
Nor can you put it in a washer.
Yeah, probably not.
You have to probably get some real special treatment on that.
I don't think it's real leather either.
But that's what I'm breaking it down. Like
the funny thing is,
there's
about
like
that
dry
jacket,
cleaning, and then there's what you just throw in your washing machine.
That jacket I get so many compliments on, and I'm
You
pretty
do.
sure that is probably super cheap. Like I know it's fake leather.
Sure.
I can't even remember where I got it, but it's not like a brand. I don't think it's that jacket probably cost me $20.
Yeah.
And I've been wearing it for like years now. Every time I'm like, man, I love that fucking jacket. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got that covered, you know?
And you wear well. So
Yeah, well, thank you.
that's a good thing too. Like
Thank you.
it's not like you had to, your sleeves, everything's like perfect on it.
Yeah, fits good.
Yeah. And you find that sometimes, and like that was my my shoes I bought for my Dumb and Dumber costume
Yeah.
in Michigan that ended up being my wedding shoes.
Yeah, those
because
are
everybody's
dope
like,
shoes.
dude, what is that? Alligator? I'm like, it's just cheap plastic.
Yeah.
Don't matter. Those look dope as shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then my wife's friends, I'm like, can I wear these to the wedding? And they're like, you have to wear those to the
Yeah.
wedding. And it just became a thing. So
Those are some sick fucking shoes, dude.
yeah. And then I wore them to one of her friends' wedding. And I had never met the guy before. And I was walking by the head table. And they clack a little bit because they got some hard soles. And he's like,
Yeah.
Cody, I just met you. Those are some sick-ass shoes. I'm like, all right, thank you.
What is it about shoes that make noise on the heel, too? It's like I'm walking with authority.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, man. It feels like you're walking like a boss.
That's why I like cowboy boots so much, because they have a good clunk,
Yeah.
you know?
You're letting the broom know.
Yeah.
You're walking and you got style on your feet.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is this guy so loud? They're immediately going to look at your shoes. Now, if you got a pair of
Yeah.
shitty work boots on, they're going to be like,
Oh.
all right.
Yeah.
This guy works hard. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. But you got some style on it. They're like,
Dirty, Mr. Dirty
That's
Hands,
why
clean
they're-
money over there.
that's
but-
why they're making noise.
Yeah.
And I always stomp around too. I don't walk lightly.
Yeah.
I never have in my entire life. I always I walk with how I'm supposed to walk, but
Yeah.
I don't ginger foot around unless I have to ginger foot around. Like, get your sleeping ginger.
Yeah.
But I walk pretty loud, just in general. Because big dude, you walk loud. That's
Yeah.
it. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but when I'm not wearing shoes, I walk very quietly. Like I don't heel step whenever I'm not wearing shoes. But the second there's shoes on my feet, I heel step. It's weird.
Oh, maybe I'm the same way. Maybe that's because
Because if I'm barefoot or even socks, like I'm landing with the balls on my feet, and it's very quiet, very quiet.
maybe because we both have wider feet in the front. We don't want our toes to get shoved into the front,
I don't know.
so we heel step. Maybe everybody heel steps. I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't done that science yet. I'm sure there's science out there.
Yeah, I only heel step with shoes on.
We'll figure that out. We'll become the new science of heel
Yeah.
stepping.
Why the fuck do you walk the way that you walk?
Why you walk like you walk, idiot?
Well, that's
Walk this way.
I have heard that, our ancestors, before there was ever such a thing as shoes, it was more on the balls of the feet, especially during running. It's because you're the way your shit's like shaped. It's a natural shock absorber. You're not supposed to be landing on that fucking hard heel. You're supposed to go like toes and the balls of your feet first, because it's like a shock absorber. And then was the invention of shoes. It changed the way we walk, and now everybody hits heels first.
Mm.
So
So we're slower now.
shoes fucked our fucked our heels, or not our heels, but our shock absorbers up.
No, yeah, because it's more comfortable.
Yeah, it is more comfortable.
They also slept on rocks,
Yeah.
and we got beds and pillows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Idiots.
Right? Yeah, they're just fucking stupid.
They might have been harder than us, but they're also dumber.
Yeah. We're going to live longer, you know?
Yeah, it's already science. We do.
Yeah. And guess what? I can look at pictures of boobs on my phone whenever I want to. So,
Yeah.
shoe having ass.
Yeah,
Well, but
you were peeking down at the river with your little magic rock.
I imagine back when they didn't have shoes, they probably didn't have social norms, and women's boobs were okay to be out in the open, so they got to see real ones all the time. So joke's on us there.
Yeah.
I'm on, and by the way, I'm on hashtag team free the nipple. You know, free the nipple. Girls should just be able to be topless whenever they want.
I mean, yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
Who's fucking what?
honestly, what happened because we didn't have free nipple is now all the girls are more insecure, and they got to get all this plastic surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
And they got to make themselves look good.
Which one of those stupid fuckers fucked it for the rest of us? They're like, no, we need to put clothing over those nipples.
I would like to look back at it as probably a man somehow.
Oh,
as a
it was
man,
for sure a man.
yeah.
100%
That was like
a dude.
my kid shouldn't look at titties all the time.
Yeah.
It was probably like, no, my kid just wants to go over there and like constantly suck on them nipples because he's hungry.
It was probably some fucking beta dude, and he wasn't getting banged, and he saw all these boobies around. He's like, I can't not get boobies because nobody wants me. So if I can't have them, nobody else can have them. And I made it rules.
Now, next thing you know, we're gonna start wearing bras.
Probably.
Men are in full clothes too.
Yeah, that'd be weird if all of a sudden there's like, you know what? Instead of letting everybody have bare chest, we're just going to make it so that men aren't allowed to have bare chest. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And then that's when I'm marching. I'm like, you know what?
That's when I'm marching.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
You cover my titties, I'm marching.
Trust me, women, I'm all for supporting you and supporting your rights, and I'm cool with that. I support you. But when it's my rights, I'm going to march.
I thought you were just starting this because you want to see titties, and now you're
Yeah.
Now you're going to make sure you can show your titties.
Well, I've said it before. I am freedom for everyone.
Yeah.
I want freedom for everyone. I think we should be able to do whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sexuality is one of those things where it's like we obviously shove that in a hole, and now it's blossomed into the weirdest fucking thing you ever seen out there. And it's very open, and it's very also accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
So we made it into some kind of weird degenerate thing
Yeah.
that's got it to where it is now. With the weird kinks and the weird things and the weird stuff and everything else going on. I mean, I don't care if you like feet or you like whatever it is, but I feel like because we pushed it,
We try to hide it so much in a
hide it and put it into a little hole and put it into a box. It's like, you created this. You created a diamond of weirdness, essentially.
Yeah. I love that you keep saying put it in a hole.
Exactly. Because I'm saying put it in a hole, it's funny because now
Because we're thinking about
the joke about it. It's like everything, just like all this sexuality is out there in the world.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just who we are as people. It is part of us.
Yeah.
We're males, females. It's in your DNA. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's in animals. It's in everything. But when you try to confine it so much,
Yeah.
and then an industry is made,
Right.
and I'm not saying
It's like what you start saying, like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. Everybody's like, well, I want to do that.
Yeah, I won't look at it at least.
I don't wanna do that. I guess
How you
that's-
know I don't want to do that?
I'm gonna have to do it in secret now.
And I think back, if you look at like old images and old scribes, they had like orgies everywhere. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want orgies back.
Yeah,
Like, I want to be part of like orgies and stuff. I'm just saying like it's just hidden,
Yeah.
we try to hide it so much from like our kids and stuff, and then and then they feel bad in society when they're like, oh, I can't find a girlfriend, because we make it about a weird stigma, whatever, and ups and downs, and it's just, I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know either.
You got to stop me quick, because
Stop it.
I'm probably going to a darker place than I should.
You stop it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there.
I just they're putting it in a hole.
Yeah, put it in the hole.
They put it in a hole, and it's creating a lot of
Nobody-
weird tension that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's it. I'm done with that.
Yeah, it's weird.
I just backed myself out.
It's a
'cause I'm-
weird topic because, like, obviously, like you said, we don't want just people banging around in those fucking streets and stuff.
Right.
There's but then also, I think it was a lot of religion, organized religion that turned it into like that it was the sin and that you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, and then made it like a guilty thing, and then. But likewise, where do you draw the line? Because it's like, well, everybody should be free. Just open your sexuality, and then you have people getting blowies on the corner, and it's like, I don't want that,
Right.
So where do you draw the line? Like, I feel like some of that guilt should be kind of imposed because that's what makes you keep it to yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
But then again, too, hear me out. If there's people that you know and you like, and even if they're relatively good looking and they start talking about sex and you're like, okay, cool. Yeah, man, that's a good story. Okay, cool. But then there's people you don't like, or if they're fucking ugly.
you don't want to.
They start talking like, oh, man, me and my old lady really got into it last night. Ah, fuck no, dude. We're not I don't want to hear about
that image in my head right
I
now.
don't want to hear about it. No. Don't fucking talk to me about that shit. So, like once again, that's where a line needs to be drawn. Like,
Yeah. No, I mean, I never want to like, and I hate those guys that are like
yeah.
overly in public, like, dude, look at that girl's ass.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
look at her titties. Oh my god, you know what I'd do to her? Like,
Right.
and I'm like, don't talk to me right
Yeah.
now. I don't want to hear it.
It's all right when you give like a subtle like, look over there, and you're like, yeah, all
You're
right.
like, yeah, I see that, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
You don't think I'm looking at this room right now? Come on now.
But you don't just sit there like, hey, right? Look at that chick.
Yeah.
Ah, woo.
I would destroy her. She wouldn't even know.
Yeah, I'm gonna slurp banana pudding out of her butthole. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, good luck.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're married.
Go tell her
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
Go
I forgot
tell
about
her that. I dare you.
It's like,
But
why
even
do you-
likewise too, like I've
don't
never
point
even
it
been,
out.
I've never even been that kind of guy where it's like, oh, dude, I'm so tired today. I've been up all night last night having sex. Like
right.
it's like, man, that's my personal shit. That's between me and the mother of my children. Now, I will say, back in the day, whenever I was younger and he was hooking up kind of randomly, it would be like yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dude, that server over there, got it on. Woo-wee!
yeah.
But then whenever you actually love somebody, then I don't feel like you talk about them like that. You don't really
Not
share
unless you're with your buddy that's also with somebody like me and you talking.
Yeah.
Then maybe it'd be like, oh man, I did this. And that was
Yeah.
amazing. It was amazing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you ever tried this? It's kind of cool. But then again, like,
or it's just like, I'm kind of
We
tired.
even-
I'm kind of tired today because, they were drinking last night, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean? I'm like, yep, I got you, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we
it's
drop subtle hints. We don't get to
Yeah.
go into fucking details
Yeah.
or anything.
It's just always like, me and her, and then of course, you know what that turned into, and then and then so I'm a little tired today, but
Yeah. Never like, hey, Cody, you ever had 4 knuckles in your asshole? It's pretty dope.
6 knuckles.
Yeah, they go for a 6 knuckler, bro. Try that shit out last night. It was dope, dude.
How does it work? I don't know.
Fucking. And which one does that count as a knuckle?
Oh man,
All right, now this is getting weird.
we just started.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Hey,
How's your week going?
We're
What's
here.
going on with you?
oh,
What's new with you?
man, just living life to the fullest. That's
That's
all you
dope.
can do.
That's dope.
The wife and kids just went up north, so I got a week by myself.
Hell yeah.
Gonna get some sleep, but I probably won't
No.
because it doesn't work that way.
You'll get sleep in the mornings, but you're going to stay up late playing video games.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically, I could just stay up late because I'm not worried about it, but then I'll still wake up at 6 a.m. freaking out. Like, I just heard a kid.
Yeah. I feel like I give I mean, sometimes you will hit that spell where you do wake up at like 6, but like usually sometimes you're like, you'll wake up, you'll get that extra hour of sleep, and it's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I woke up late. Where's everybody? And then, oh, okay. And then you go right back to fucking sleep.
Right. So, I don't know. I mean, it's cool, but it's also, you're like with the routine. So,
Yeah.
I miss them, but it's, also like awesome, but
Yeah.
I miss them.
Yeah, I know. It's bittersweet, they call that, where it is
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
It is nice. It's like, oh man, that's fucking quiet. This is dope. And then it also sucks. Like, man, I want a hug.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was playing video games way too late last night.
Yeah.
Having a damn good time doing it.
A
But
damn good time.
I kept yelling, and when I was yelling, I was like, oh, shit, I'm yelling. And I'm like, oh, wait, I can yell.
Yeah, fuck you.
So then, and of course, I was drinking too.
Yeah.
So then the friends I was playing with had to apologize. I was like, pretty sure I was yelling excessively there because I can. And you guys probably enjoy more when my kids and
Yeah.
family are here because I'm not yelling for you to
Probably
do
wish
something.
there's somebody sleeping in this house so I wasn't being so loud and obnoxious.
Mm-hmm. But hey, all good. All good.
Yeah.
No, so I got a little week off, a little break. So
Yeah. That's dope.
I guess is that weird to say you got a break from your kids? Like,
No.
it is, right? It's fine, right?
I mean, it's fine to say.
Yeah.
So, as long as you're just not like, thank fucking God. Those stupid fuckers are gone. No, I mean, I get to do it like every other week whenever I travel and shit. I get a
Right.
break, so to speak,
Yeah.
So I'm used to it because it happens like all the time for me. And you like that first night's always pretty cool because like, oh God, it's just because sometimes I don't know, especially like I think it's just because I'm getting older and I keep talking about this whole getting older thing where I know when I was younger it's like, oh man, I got nothing to do tonight. I want to be around people. Let's go to a bar. Let's go do this. I need to go. Let's call my boys. Let's find something to do. Whereas now it's like I get off, especially when I travel. I get off work. I go back to the hotel room. I go strip right down into my boxers, lay in bed, and then just dick around on my phone. And then I'm like, it's nice that it's just fucking quiet,
Right.
like,
Right. You just chill out.
yeah, I could just like zone,
Right.
truly zone. Because I get kind of restless a lot of times whenever I'm sitting in the house too. Because I feel like, oh, I gotta go like do dishes, or I should probably like move one load of laundry over, accomplish something for the night. But whenever I'm on the road, it's like, oh, there's nothing I need to do right now. That's not I can do. So
Right. I'm going to make my bed for the maid.
yeah, I'm actually just gonna shut the fuck down and do nothing. And
Right.
that's always hard for me to do. So
Yeah.
it's nice to relax.
Yeah. I had to get myself, like, because it was getting late, got off video game and ate some ice cream, of course, because I'm by myself and they left ice cream in the house. So I'm going to eat it.
Yeah.
And then I went and laid down in bed. I'm like, I'm going to play on my. I forced myself to sit down because I'm like, I'll sit up here for the next like 30 minutes just playing on this phone.
Start
and
fucking doom scrolling.
already
TikTok.
way too late. I need to just go to bed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gotta keep yourself in check.
To start doom scrolling TikTok.
So you traveling this week again, or
I was on the road this week. Yeah, I went to Syracuse, New York,
okay?
and then I did that for 3 days. I actually drove back Wednesday, but on Tuesday I got a call. We had another customer over in Indiana that they had a transformer in a machine like blow out, so their machine was inoperable. So when I got back Wednesday, I loaded that shit up and then drove to Indiana yesterday, and then back because like it was literally a 20-minute fix. Because it was just taking one big piece out, it's like a 200-pound big block transformer thing.
Did you crawl it a couple times to show off?
No, come on. But it was
Bring
kind
it
of
on.
it was kind of cool because it's got like these 2 eyelets in it, so you shove a rod through it and use that as a handle. So whenever I showed up, they already had the old one out, and it was sitting right by the dock door there. So me and this one guy pulled the other one out, and there was another dude standing there like, "Oh, you can't do that by yourself. This guy probably loaded up," pointing at me. "This guy probably loaded up all by himself." And I was like, "Actually, at the shop we got a cherry picker." He's like, "That's your nickname, isn't it? Huh? You're the cherry picker." I'm like, "Yeah." This guy sees my muscles. He's flirting with me.
Yeah.
Oh, I
got it, big boy.
I'm a strong boy, But yeah, so like once it got, they even like put it in the machine and shit while I was loading up the old one, and it was for 9 bolts that I had to tighten up, and then I just double check the calibration on it and make sure all the meters were reading right, and then I'm like, okay, it's done. And then I watched him run a couple cycles to make sure nothing else was wrong, and then I drove 5 hours back. So I had a 12-hour day yesterday. Worked really only like 20 to 30 minutes of it.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, but it was a lot of ass time sitting in a fucking car. Got caught up on a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially this one, right?
Yeah, I listen. I love listening to myself.
It's so hard to do. It's so hard.
It is. And that would be kind of sad because we only got 2 plays from the last episode so far this week.
And one of those.
We're in one of those lulls.
Oh, no, I think
We went from like 63 views on one episode to like 4 and then 2. And then like next week it'll be like, here's 120. And we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we got to hit the keyword
But-
algorithm. YouTube and Spotify is putting us in the corner right now. They want us to pay money. That's all.
But that would be pretty sad, though, if I did listen to last week's episode and I was one of the 2 plays.
I mean, hey, we're trying. We're out here trying.
Yeah.
This is
I think it started-
episode, what?
43?
143. Holy shit balls.
Yeah, 143. No, I just figured it out. What we need to do, because you drive around a lot.
Yeah.
Go to a Walmart. They always got the computers out and the cell phones out. We just need to take 10 minutes, go through the electronics section,
Hack everybody's stuff.
just pull up YouTube and hit play on our shit.
Oh, I like it.
You know what I mean?
Easy peasy.
If we add a couple views in there, more likely to slap us in an extra algorithm and shit.
Yeah.
That's all we gotta do.
That's all we got to do. Drive state to state.
Yeah.
Hit every single Walmart because there's got to be, 10,000 of them. So
Fuck yeah,
the
dude.
minimum.
I probably
That's
passed-
10,000 views. Oh, we'll get partnered real quick.
Yeah, because I was just south
Genius.
of Indianapolis. That was like 300 and some odd miles. Within that stretch of driving over there, I probably was within 10 minutes, of at least 15 Walmarts, and there's got to be at least a dozen electronics in there that I could key up on YouTube.
Unfortunately, they're smart. When it comes from the same IP address, they see it as a bot because you can pay a service
Yeah, I've heard of those.
to give you subscribers and stuff. And what they do is use a bot simulation through, but YouTube caught on to that a long time ago because people obviously would just farm it.
Right.
And if it comes from same IP, they'll kick it.
Well,
So,
then we just do one per Walmart then.
we could probably
Maybe the fact that it's being viewed in other states will open us up to other algorithms in other states too, because it might be per region.
we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll just call somebody randomly up and be like, "Hey, you live near Walmart?" Yeah,
for sure.
I'll send you $5 right now. You go to Walmart and pick up.
I haven't thought for sure because we talked about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce last week, and I thought for sure. I even put I think I put Taylor Swift in the hashtags. I thought okay, that's gonna get some people that don't want to watch us to click on us at least.
Hey.
And it did not. It did not.
Hey, maybe we just do the mailer like that one weird mailer does, like the survey.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you subscribe to us, they put $1 in there. They put $1 in their mail
Yeah.
because they're serious about it. They put $1 in their mailer. You're it's an actual dollar,
Right.
spendable.
Yeah. I'm aware of what $1 is.
Yeah. And they're like, hey, you do this survey and send it back to us, then we'll send you $5.
Ooh.
But here's a free $1 already, and that's like the clear part of the envelope. You can see it.
Here's the butter your biscuit.
So you're gonna open it up, You can get that dollar out. And they're like, you do the survey, we're going to send you $5. And you
Yeah.
fill out, like, it's got a little questionnaire. And it's about TV or what advertising or whatever it is. And then they'll send you $5 back.
We just won't send the $5 back.
Yeah, they don't have to. Or they'll send it in check form because then you're not going to open up that. They're hoping that most people won't. But so they pay out $6 a person.
Mm-hmm.
But if we just put $1 in and be like, hey, just subscribe to us on YouTube and we'll love you.
Yeah.
Well, we put a nickel in there.
A nickel. You get a nickel. No, I had actually thought, I've had the idea of going out to bars and be like, hey, you follow my podcast, I'll buy you a drink right now.
That's like $3 to $5.
So
It's a lot more.
subscribe to the YouTube channel.
I'm throwing nickels out or
Well,
dollars out.
I've also never done it because first off, I have to talk to people, strangers, and I don't like talking to strangers. Not face to face. I'll talk to I wish I had thousands of strangers that I was talking to right now, but I don't like doing it. I get anxiety face to face.
If we loosen you up enough, I think you'd be.
Yeah, get a couple beers in me, get a couple shots in me, and then I'll be like, yeah, I'll buy it.
You're every stranger's friend then.
But you got it is $3 to $5. But we have a subscriber, and they'll probably just unsubscribe the very next day. But
No, they won't.
hopefully they'll be
subscribe.
too drunk that they forget to unsubscribe, and
We'll just be like, you can subscribe, just turn your notification off, and then they'll never see it when we post an episode, and that's fine.
or like they don't even have a YouTube account.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
They don't even have like a login or anything. They just like, because you don't have to log in to watch YouTube,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
But I bet you could go up to somebody too and be like, hey, subscribe to mine. I'll give you $1 right now. And they'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
What is it?
You want to do $1? Subscribe to my podcast.
Yeah.
Or you do subscribe to the YouTube for a drink, like us, follow us on Facebook for $1.
Yeah. Or if you like, here's $1.
Because of Facebook don't mean shit. Because we don't
Here's
even
$1.
use it either.
Subscribe or follow us on YouTube, Spotify, whatever. But if you want a drink, you do all of it.
Yeah.
And then we'll buy you a drink.
Hit us a trifecta. Yeah, everybody's got a Spotify.
Yeah. And then we got to make deals and stuff. I don't know. That's just begging for shit that's not real. We want people to be real, Steve. That watch
Well,
us.
It's called advertising.
Yeah.
Is all we're doing. And instead of paying a marketing team and somebody to put ads on Google or even throw them up on YouTube somewhere else or wherever they're going to put the ads that'll cost us money,
It sounds like this would be more of a private conversation
We're doing-
than us telling our
we're doing
5
person to
viewers.
person.
Actually, they're like, "I like you guys. I promote you all the time." It's like, why are you guys doing this? I love you.
Hey, meet us at a bar. We'll buy you a drink.
We're market strategy.
You
now,
get grandfathered into the free drink.
and I'm pretty sure we did this before. too.
yeah.
Anyways,
Anyhow, but yeah, dude, I did a lot of driving from Syracuse to Indianapolis, basically. So that was dumb.
a lot of dumb country there.
Very boring. Yeah.
It's like where we live, dumb country.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, it's getting warmer out
It is, dude.
already.
And the groundhog is saying early spring. That happened today, I think.
How many
think
times
that
do you
was
think they replace that groundhog? By the way,
I mean, it's not the same one.
no. You think they just catch one every year and they'll be like, "Get out of that box"?
Get out of that box.
This guy in the back just poking with a stick. Phil Tusky, get out of that box.
I'm sure if we Googled hard enough, we could find out how many different groundhogs there's actually been.
I mean, he's got to be an actual pet, though, right? Because it's like that guy's picking him up,
Yeah.
and no groundhogs will
He's
let you pick him
I mean,
up.
he's the goddamn national treasure, and he's the only reason anybody knows where the fuck Punxsutawney is.
I had a couple albino groundhogs when I was a kid in my neighborhood,
Yeah.
and like we had a community fire pit down the corner, and I seen that albino groundhog. And you know, being a dumb young kid, just as a joke, I ran out with a log. I was like, ah! And the thing stood up on its back hinds and was like hissing at me, like,
Yeah.
I'm standing my ground. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do, big boy? And I'm like, I could just chuck this stick at you and probably murder you. But now I'm scared. And I didn't.
Yeah.
And he's
Wait-
probably way too confident and probably died to a wolf that or a coyote. But yeah.
Yeah, so he predicted an early spring. So that's cool.
You know what? Wait. Go back, because I want to see. There's 3 guys in
I'm
top
loading it,
hats,
yeah.
right? Do you think
What does
those
it say?
guys, all of these guys right here,
Hear ye! Now on this February 2nd,
Gobbler's
Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, prognosticator of all prognosticators, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in groundhogese, directed the president to the proper
Groundhogese.
scroll, which reads, "Another winter's slumbered pause,
Ooh.
so I could meet the crowd.
That's what he
Hard to
said.
sleep anyway when the party's this loud.
I didn't think
I
the
envy
motherfucker
your
spoke.
energy. I envy the
I think
fun.
this guy is like,
I
I'm going to be an
envy
actor
all of
one
you
day.
and
Yeah.
your
Nope.
opposable thumbs. But it's not what I feel, it's what I see and what you
What is this dumb
hear. So
headset he's
gather
wearing?
round and let me be clear.
I don't know, man. This all is fucking
Atmosphere
weird.
is a wonderful
Look at that
thing.
headset. What is that headset
And
like?
we can create our own and the weather
Well,
it brings.
I mean, they spent so much money on
It
the fucking
brings
top
hope
hats.
for
They
the
didn't have a lot
future
for
and
audio
so much
audio
more.
equipment.
Yeah. These guys with something wrapped around his head instead of a
Punxsutawney
lapel
Phil
mic.
votes
That would
in
work
Yeah.
just as
2024.
fine. Oh, they're really going hard.
Dude, this is
But
bizarre.
what this
You just need to get
weather
Bill Murray to
did
show back
not
up.
provide is a shadow or reason to hide.
All right.
Glad
Oh,
tidings
dude.
on this groundhog.
Dude, am I just so gullible to think that they actually like set the groundhog up somewhere and like he was just like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna hang out and chill. Like, hey, he didn't see a shadow, or like, I'm gonna go back in my hole. Like, oh, he saw a shadow. You know, I thought they actually put him down.
This guy's cuddling the son of a bitch.
They-
Groundhog is like,
So they
that's gonna
decide
be where's warm.
they decide what the groundhog. I thought the groundhog actually like did something.
Oh, I think he does.
They pulled him out and they said he spoke to us in groundhogese or whatever the fuck, and then he read that transcript saying that he's
Well, on
He
that
predicts-
morning, maybe. So maybe there's a camera footage of him. I don't know.
I think this is all a fucking hoax, bro.
Oh yeah. So that little town can make some money. That's all it is. I mean, does anybody really care? I'll punch that groundhog right in the face.
Yeah, they don't say it. Like, I want to know, do they actually like put him down? Or I think those guys just came up with it.
Yeah, it seemed like a whole thing. Like they're trying
Yeah.
to make it bigger than it is.
Yeah, because obviously the groundhog didn't speak and he transcribed
Yeah.
all that. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that's not real.
Obviously, if you're from Punxsutawney and you got a movie made out after you, and there's all kinds of things, and you probably get this is like a tourist attraction. So
Yeah.
they're- and I don't know what happened last year. It's probably always like that. They, Bill Murray did him a solid. The whole thing was probably a solid, but I don't know. That was the first movie. It was always like they replayed the same day because a lot of
Yeah.
movies have done it now. I feel like it is because it was like always the one I go back to because like I seen it when I was young and I was like, I don't know how many times I watched Groundhog Day, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
So
Probably seen it like 4 times.
I feel like I've seen it more than that.
And none of it has been very recent, so because I don't really remember a lot about that.
No, because now I want to be like, man, Groundhog Day, so I'm not watching it because we have that option. But I'm talking when I was younger, it was like around Groundhog Day always came on. So I've seen it probably like 10 times because of our age and when it came out. And every time around Groundhog Day, it always came out on like USA or whatever network,
Right.
TNT or whatever was big. It was always there. And you had to watch it live TV. So you just watched it. You picked it up wherever it was.
I remember we covered this like last year, but Cleveland has their own mascot. I don't know if you remember this, but Concord Casimir is
I don't remember that at all.
he eats pierogies. You don't remember this?
He eats pierogies.
Yeah.
My man. Diabetes now.
Apparently, Canada has a groundhog, Fred Lamarmont, but he was dead for his 2023 prediction.
You know,
Jesus Christ. Okay.
that cat's gonna be dead soon eating pierogies too. Why is a cat eating pierogies? This is mashed potatoes and noodles.
Okay. So yeah, this is
Maybe they hand make those pierogies with.
well, this is a 2023. I'm pretty sure because I remember this because whenever instead of like just straight scarfing down his pierogi, he was flipping his pierogi around today during his annual prediction meal that can mean only one thing: expect a flip flop end of winter. So that's what Casimir predicted last year. I don't know if there's a new prediction. I haven't seen that.
No, he wants it to be alive so he can flip flop it around like it's a dead mouse or a live mouse. It's like, you're not alive, but you smell like you're alive because you smell like meat.
What did he predict in 2024?
Iron freeze. What is that? That's not even related to us. Oh my god! All right, we gotta keep going. We're talking about we're getting far off topic of no topic, and that's what we.
It's
always
Groundhog Day. We're predicting the weather, and the weather's
Hey.
going to be warm. Obviously, Punxsutawney Phil is correct in the fact that it's going to be like 50 degrees and sunshiny on Sunday. So,
Well, we always like to relate back, and I think anybody that gets old likes to relate back. Oh, back in my day, we had 5 feet of snow in this
Yeah.
winter and that winter. And then everybody's like, this next winter is going to be the worst winter. And it's always not until you're going to be right once.
yeah.
You're going to be right once.
Yeah.
Um,
Even a broken clock's right twice a day,
right.
you know?
That's true. That's very true. So I feel like we're at, and I don't know, like, yeah, I remember having maybe one year in grade school, we were off for like 2 weeks straight
Yeah.
because we had so much snow and ice and shit like that. And, but then it wasn't later on till like high school that I remember being off for like a long time. But then other than that, it's like, I don't remember like, yeah, we ever got really pounded with snow. Like I remember snow, obviously we're getting more snow than we've gotten.
Yeah. And I always remember, too, our parents always saying, like, oh, blizzard of 76, I think it was.
Yeah.
I've heard that so many times growing up because I remember, like, oh, we got so much snow. But that's not like what it was in a blizzard of 76.
Right. It's like, well, we can get that any year. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's just a good storm front system that pushes through.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to disclaim any global warming, whatever stuff, but I'm just saying that, like,
Yeah, let's not get this episode pulled because we're agreeing with her, disagreeing with her.
because we're not scientists. I am a scientist. Actually, I have my PhD
You're a doctor, huh?
in science of weather. I think that's a real thing, right? Though.
Yeah, you can get your doctorate in science fields.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't know. That distracted me. But I would say, but it seems like we talk about weather like yeah, obviously we've had more snowy years than the next.
Yeah. We've had hotter years, we've had colder years, we've had more snow, we've had
I would
wetter.
like a
we've had
banger one of like
Dude, I want
2-3 feet of snow.
That's all I ever
on our
want.
ground.
That's all I ever want.
I mean, everybody up north's like, we get that all the time.
Yeah.
So good hell. But
I remember when
that's the ones that's actually the people we need to interview.
that would have had to been around like 2009-ish. So I was married and I was living in Akron, and I remember we got like a good 3 to 4 feet.
Yeah.
And me and Sarah that's when I had that Dodge Dakota that was jacked up and had like 35s on it shit. And we piled up in that thing and drove down south here to T County to hang out with family and stuff just to see what the roads were like, and they were fucking fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was whenever I was like, yeah, dude, I need a jacked up truck 4-wheel drive just to make it through this shit. That was fucking sick. But we haven't had a good one like that in a minute. I feel like it was 2 years ago. We got a bunch of good snow, but then a ice storm came through and they kind of fucked the snow up, but then it just got slick as shit.
Right.
And that shut some shit down.
Yeah, we live in a world of it could be ice.
Yeah.
and that's bad because we can go hot to cold so fast. Because
Yeah.
we're just below the lake effect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're far enough below the lake effect that it's not like crazy snow, whatever. So we can be 2 degrees warmer than them. But then that lake effect sometimes pushes down. So we get all that snow, but we're warmer. But then sometimes like the super negative temperatures come. So then we get there warmer. So we get rain. And then all of a sudden the temperatures drop. It's just, ice.
Yeah.
You're all dead.
Yeah, I don't like the ice. I like snow. I like
Yeah.
a shit ton of snow. I hate whenever it's just fucking cold and there's nothing to
Mhm.
do. Like, make it cold and put a bunch of snow out there. Let's go sled riding. Let's build a snowman. Let's throw some balls at each other, you know? Like,
Yeah. Like talking to my wife, you know, she's from way up north Michigan.
yeah.
And I was like, she learned quick about, and I think we talked about this before, about our weather here in
Mhm.
Ohio. I'm like, the snow ain't your snow.
Yeah.
Like, I will drive on snow. I will not drive on ice
Right.
because that's different. And ours turns the ice faster and it's just packed in snow.
Yeah.
I know packed in snow is slippery and blah, blah, blah.
We don't get a
but-
lot of fluffy, fresh powder.
Right. That it's just like when you go skiing. You know, I used to be a skier. I used to ski
Never been.
a few times.
Not
whatever.
once. But I understand the concept at least.
But if you ski on powder, guess what? You actually like turn into it. It'll slow you down. If you're on ice, it ain't slowing you down
Or
very
even
much.
like packed in snow.
Yeah.
Like,
You're cutting into it, but you're still sliding. It doesn't matter. Packed in snow, whatever. Yeah. You're still not giving you a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah.
If you're driving on powder, you got traction because
yeah.
it's providing traction as it goes.
Yeah, if it's fresher.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's different. And it's like when I talk to her, when it like gets weird outside, I'm like, oh, no, you don't need to drive on this shit. Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's fine. I'm from Michigan. I'm like, no, babe, this is bad. And then she used to go to work and come back and be like, yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, she's like, there are wrecks everywhere. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's not impossible. You just go fucking slower too. Like
Right.
half the time. That's the thing is everybody. There's people who are way too cautious, and I don't want to say they go too slow, but whenever something happens, they overreact,
Right.
and then that's what they don't turn into it or whatever. They make the wrong moves or they just mash the brakes, and then they lose control that way. But then there's people that are overconfident and they go too fast, and then whenever they lose control, there's no correcting it because they're already going too fast.
Yeah, too fast.
You got to get that right speed, and then just be on edge, be ready to react in the proper way. You know,
Right. Right. And I hate that. But
'Cause I
it's
do- I do-
That's that white knuckle drive, and you're just like,
yeah,
son of a bitch, why am I on this?
I do really good in the snow, and I can react really well whenever something happens. Like, oh shit, whoa, hold on, okay, we got it, don't worry. But whenever I'm done driving, then I'm like, God damn, I was fucking tense the entire time. You know,
Oh, you're in
Like-
full focus mode. You're just
Yeah.
like,
watching the road. You even got the radio off because you want to listen to the way the sound of the tires. Because if you hear it kind of splashing a little more, like, okay, maybe I'm through it and like on
Yeah.
pavement. But then when you hear it kind of like, it makes a different pitch. Like, okay, now I'm on just snow right now, so be ready for fucking,
Yeah.
like slipperiness and stuff. And then you feel like, oh, whoa, this is gonna slide somewhere, and you get ready for that and shit.
and it's not like it's a straight flat road either. You're going up and down little
Yeah.
hills. We got turns. We got everything going on. It's like nobody ever was like, hey, let's just make our road straight.
Yeah,
Let's put panels in them so it just warms the road up so there's no snow or
Yeah.
ice ever. Oh, that'd be too smart.
yeah, yeah. No, that's too expensive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we did it a long time ago, it would have been fine
Well,
now. But
I mean, if we chose
it's get
better
the
things,
technology now.
if we chose some better things to spend all of our money on, maybe we could make it happen. Although I will say,
And they're all solar panels that charge all our houses for free. What?
I've seen some things on the internet where like, oh yeah, this town in fucking Sweden or something, they have warm things going through the road, so they never blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they only have like 10 miles of fucking road.
Right.
We've got millions of fucking miles of road in this country. We can't do it.
No,
Ted.
it'd be impossible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even whenever they say things like, "Oh, they're public transportation, sir. You can go the whole country." Like, yeah, their country's the size of fucking Maine. You know, like,
Right. Well, no, I've always thought that too. I'm like, our public transportation does suck.
I mean, it does, yeah.
like, it's in New York. It's in the, you got subways in New York. You got stuff like that. Oldest area. But obviously, these other countries have been around for a lot longer than we were too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I always feel like we have busing systems.
Yeah.
But
it's still not.
I always feel like
it's not necessarily public transportation. To get state to state, you got to go Greyhound and shit.
yeah. I always looked at like, could I jump on the railroad? And you can. There
Mhm.
are railroad cars you can take, but it's almost more expensive than just taking a plane.
So
because there's
You're-
meals and everything offered on the
You're-
'cause you're
you're right because
stuck on there longer.
There's one time I had actually thought, you know what? What if, because for my travels, they'll pay for however it takes whatever it takes me to get there. So they're gonna pay for that airplane flight or whatever anyway.
Mm.
So I was thinking, like, what if I took like a train out? I've never taken a cross country train trip,
Yeah.
and I looked into it. And it costs just as much,
Yeah.
and it takes twice as long. Well, more than twice as long.
Yeah, because there's a certain track they can run on, and they still have to slow down at each.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a bullet train.
Well, because I have thought, like, fuck,
Like-
if it takes me an extra day to get there, and I'll just say, you know what, here's a free day. I won't charge you hours, pay for my ticket, and then I get a bed. I can just sleep on a fucking train all the way out to California. That sounds dope.
Right.
But it's not that easy, and it's costs the same, and it takes more than like 2 days usually. Like,
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't even know. It's probably longer than you driving there if you
Yeah.
drove. Well, it's probably about the same time because that train just keeps moving.
Oh,
It
yeah.
never stops. So
And I know Phoenix to here is a 30-hour drive. So
yeah, it never stops. So it's like the same time in a straight line too. So
yeah,
like, there's no traffic,
but
no
if
stoplights.
but if it
there's
was
stops,
if
it's
it
gotta
was
slow
cheaper
down.
and I could just lay in a bed while doing it,
Yeah.
but a bed cabin costs more.
Well, that's why I always said, like, why can't we have like one like speed train? Goes right to the middle of the United States, right? So you can just drive to that,
Yeah,
get on that speed train. So even say like, all right, we're in Ohio, it's going to take us 2, 3, 4 hours to drive to that speed train, but then we can get to California for $50
yeah,
in 10
like
minutes,
like a bullet train,
or not 10 minutes,
right,
an hour.
right.
So 5 hours of travel just got us to California.
Well, I would beg to say you could probably only go as fast as like a plane goes. I don't know how fast does a bullet train go.
They go almost as fast as a plane. No, I think 200 something miles per hour. So either way, I'm just saying, but it would be cheap.
Yeah,
Oh, 200 miles per hour. Look at that.
200 miles an hour. Yeah, and a plane will fly 600 and some odd. So if it's a 6-hour flight to like California from Cleveland, then you're still looking at a pretty long day, like a 12-hour day of bullet training.
Yeah, I mean, because we're going straight, not going up and down. No, sitting in the cabins and all.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I'm saying is,
It would be dope.
when the technology advances,
yeah, it
Obviously.
would be dope.
and I know Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk building that tunnel.
And the way you'd have to hit major cities too. So do like a stop in New York. Probably have to put one in like Chicago or something, and then maybe because then there's nothing. So like Denver.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you could run it through straight in the middle. Be like, it's straight in the middle for everybody, okay? Don't know if your state's further north or further south.
Right.
Sorry about your luck. People southern Florida or people in northern Michigan, all those states, whatever, where that line is.
Right.
You got quick access to Canada. Good for you.
Right.
If you're down south, you're already enjoying your life. You're not trying to get out there. But, like, I'm just saying a main pipeline that runs through the middle to get faster
I get what you're saying, but
e-commerce going around.
but the only people that would need to do it live in New York or LA. So it'd make more sense to make it go from New York to LA, and then everybody else have to travel to one of those places.
Yeah, it would just be like fun vacation. If it was cheap, though, you'd have to keep it cheap. Like,
Right.
Yes, it'd be obviously $100 quadrillion to
Yeah.
build. But then it would cost everybody that could just go to it $50. But then also you would have to have a giant. It would never work.
Right.
The science would never
Because
work.
then that's the kind of point I'm trying to get at, is the only people that would need that service are instead going to get on a plane in New York and then land in L.A.
Yeah, teleportation is going to come out first. But that's what.
Yeah.
God damn it, we need teleportation.
That'd be pretty cool. But then we'd fucking, I don't know.
You're
Scary.
caught in the ass motion, cutting half.
What
Stuck in the realm of.
What if my penis doesn't make it through? You know what I mean?
Oh man, you left my dick back in Ohio.
Yeah. You know, I mean, like you could. Oh, if your heart doesn't make it through, well, then I'll die with my penis. But what if I'm alive without a penis? I don't want. I don't want that. Okay.
I would say if teleportation exists, then you're pretty much just a god. Because you're sending.
I feel like you'd have to do it nude too.
You're sending every molecule on your body into a place,
Yeah.
and that's just weird. And realigning them and putting them back together.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
I don't think it does work.
works. And then the computer has a glitch. Yeah, your dick's gone.
Yeah. There goes
Your
my penis.
eyeballs, your face is gone. And then you suffocate to death right there.
As long as I have a penis.
Who's the first one testing that shit out?
Yeah, not me.
I mean,
Well,
besides
rats.
the rats and stuff.
Yeah.
Besides that, but then they'd be like, all right, I think we're ready for humans. Who's first gonna be like,
That's when you
I got it, man.
create the chocolate factory and you get some snobby little fuck face kid that is greedy for the chocolate, and then he shoots through the air into the TV.
Also, if you're doing that, you already figured out how to redesign every molecule in the body. So you may pretty much be perfect human species then.
Instead of teleportation, what's more likely to happen is we'll be able to download our conscious into a fucking zip drive or into an email file, and we'll send it to a body that we rent that's out in fucking California.
Yeah, but we won't be a part of that. Unless
Maybe
we somehow totaling.
we won't be a part of fucking teleportation either, dude. The technology's not going to advance. I feel like technology would advance faster for us to download our conscience onto a fucking file and
No, teleportation means you have the act of God in you.
yeah, but like what I'm saying,
Or
you
some
you
sort
just
of
said
God.
we'll never.
I'm not saying the act of one
You
God or
just
whatever,
you
but
just
yeah.
said that we'll never see our conscious being downloaded and emailed, and I'm saying we'll never see teleportation. We'll see
No.
the other
Oh,
thing before
God.
we ever see teleportation.
We'll never see either, but
Yeah,
and I don't think you would ever see either because it's just how do
yeah,
you could make a little thing that talks like you, but you could never make anything that's you.
right.
There's
And,
a lot of weird
yeah,
shit goes on in the back of his head. I can tell you right now.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't put that in a robot. You can't put that in a robot.
Well, I do think, especially since we've got like 143 episodes out right now, we could probably program an artificial intelligence to act like us, but it won't be our conscious, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So we could probably make a
Yeah.
little like a version of us that would say things that we would probably say, that would react to things, you know, similar to a lot of our reactions and stuff, and act like us, but it won't be us, you know.
Just be a better version of me.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
No, because the AI will do exactly as we do, because the only knowledge model that it knows is what it picked up from our podcast. So it might even be stupider and worse than us, because we may act a little different on this show than we do in real life as well.
I'm going Connor on this mother effer.
Yeah.
Get the rocket launchers. Oh man, it is weird to think about, like, because now AI is just like, it's here now, right? Like AI has been around. It's been around for years. I know everybody's like, oh, this is new. It's not new. AI has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
We've had it. You know. You
Well,
used to
they're
ask
even saying-
Jeeves questions.
They're even saying, like, technically the algorithm is a version, a very infantile version of an artificial intelligence, because it knows based on your it learns your patterns, and then it suggests things based on your patterns. But that's the only thing that it's programmed to learn. Whereas what they're talking about, which they've kind of changed it now, they call it AGI, I think, advanced or artificial general intelligence, which is where it knows everything. And they've got computers right now, and I've listened to like 12 hours worth of podcasts on artificial intelligence.
Oh my god,
The other day.
diving in.
So, but they're saying, like, they've got computers right now that are just reading the entire internet, just reading and learning the entire internet, everything. And then over the years, just going to keep building bigger, faster computers, and which the AI that we have currently is telling us how to make faster, more efficient computer chips. Which to me is insane. Like AI is so much smarter than us that it's like, you know what? You know, these chips that you got me processing all this information right now would probably be more efficient if you had them doing this, and this. And scientists are like, holy fuck, how didn't we think of that? Because it's so much faster processing data.
Then it gets its own data into it, and then it's like, oh wait, no, but now you can get to this, and then you get to this. I don't think AI at first is not going to be ever a bad thing because it's going to actually fix a lot of stuff, and then you can put in once you start putting in DNA and data like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to have the DNA data, but it's not going to have it down to a molecular level. And once it understands molecular level, that's when it can get crazy.
They have DNA printers out right now.
I mean, it's going to be weird.
So they have DNA printers out right now. And so this is all part of this fucking podcast, right?
Right.
And the one thing that they were talking about is we need to figure out which way we're going to go with this. Because AI, what they're even saying is AI is not generally a bad thing. It's just if people do the bad things with it, is what they're worried about. And there's got to be some way to figure out how to stop that, but still advance AI to the point where it's curing cancer for us. It's curing the carbon crisis. It's doing all these other things because it's vastly smarter than us, but things for good, not like, hey, you know, if you just mix these chemicals and do this, you could wipe out like your enemy, you know, or some bullshit like that. Like,
I think AI just like keeps recreating us years after years to find the perfect solution because we created them and they can't figure out how to like somehow surpass some obstacle.
I don't know.
Oh, Matrix, let's go.
Yeah. Somehow gold is the key because every civilization always fucking
why is
loves
it?
gold.
I know I just said Matrix, but why is it like something internally in all of us is like we kind of want a Matrix or a zombie apocalypse, or we want some kind of like medieval survival situation built into us? Do we just want to test ourselves?
No, I think it's just that people can't understand that our whole purpose for being here is just to fucking be here. Like, it's always got to be there's a reason. What is my reason for living? We were thinking too much about why am I here? I was made for more than this. What if you fucking weren't? You know what I mean? What the fuck? What if you weren't?
Hey, push the broom, motherfuckers. You got really good at it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what if all of a sudden your dog, like something snapped in its brain and it was like sentient all of a sudden? It's like, why am I here? So you're here to be a fucking dog and love me. Like, why can't it just be my purpose to be here and be a person and love you and love my dog and love the people around me?
Well, dogs,
why is there gotta be more?
Dog's got simple features. He wants fed, and that's about it. He
Maybe,
wants to eat.
Maybe that's all we need.
He wants some love.
But the switch got flipped in our brain to make us think all this other dumb shit that there's got to be something bigger. Maybe I was born to make it through an apocalypse, or
we want more recognition from people. Like we crave more from people. Like it's 100%. Like even the people like that do the dumb shit on online where they're like,
like TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok.
Yeah, like social media influencers.
Yeah, any social media is just like, sorry, I just said online. I don't know why.
Or they're like on AOL.
They're like, you don't need approval from anybody. You don't need to be this. You don't need to be that person. You don't need that. And they're like yelling in the microphone. Then why are you sitting there? Oh, because I'm trying to pass my message to somebody else. Why are you trying to pass your message to someone else?
Because you
needed gratification too.
You're doing the same damn thing.
Your fucking message.
Yeah.
So get out of here, dude. Get out of here.
The same fucking thing, but you think you're being all high and mighty. Like, I don't need that.
If that wasn't the case, you just go sit in the woods by yourself.
Yeah.
And you would be fine with you and whoever you had in front of you. But you need it too.
It's like those people too that think they're so cool. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me. I'm like, yeah, well, that's why nobody likes you.
Don't like me.
That's why nobody wants to be around you, and you have no friends.
You have to.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if you don't actually look and care, then nobody's gonna be like, I show up at this guy's house, and he's like, I didn't know you were coming. I texted you, dude. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't believe in those. Then why do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Get out of here, you idiot. Bunch of idiots. I don't know. Where are we at?
I don't know, man. Just rambling
This has
on.
been a weird one.
Ramble on. Woo. You know, like that fucking Led Zeppelin song. We're going to ramble on.
Yeah. We are all over the place.
Yeah. We're doing pretty good.
It's this time of year.
Yeah, we're bored.
I swear, it's time. The sun's not out anymore. I
Mhm.
mean, it was peaking.
Dude, I'm so...
We got a couple peaks.
We're supposed to get some sunny days coming up
We got a
here.
couple peaks, and I'll tell you what. I was driving around. I rolled my window down, even though the air was like 52 degrees. I still rolled down. I
Yeah.
hung my arm out. I'm like, sunshine, where you been? Because I feel like it's been just cloudy nonstop.
Right.
And I stopped somewhere at an account, and I just like the sun was shining. I'm like, but that vitamin D is like everybody needs it.
Right.
Like, it's just sunshine, man.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because I think Sunday it's supposed to be sunny and 50. I'm like, I'm gonna go outside and do something outside.
Yeah.
Go for a walk, maybe a bike ride. I need to get out.
We got Super Bowl.
Not this weekend.
Oh yeah,
It's the 11th.
not this weekend. Next
Yeah.
weekend. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no. Well, when this one airs, it'll already be the nice 50-degree sunny Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
I hope you had fun yesterday.
yeah. Hope you enjoyed that.
Hope you got
sunshine.
some sunshine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I'll need to get some sunshine. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's the northern half of the states. Like,
Yeah.
we're craving sun.
We're
In the
just craving
southern, it's just
something,
like, it's
something
cold.
other than sitting
They're
around.
cold and they're sitting inside because it's 50 degrees down there.
Yeah.
And we're 50 degrees up here. Like, whew, baby, let me put some shorts, some
Yeah.
sandals on. I'm going out.
Get my flip flops
I'm
on.
going out, flip flop weather. I got to trim my toenails. Fine.
Dig around in my dresser, find all this warm weather gear I got down in there.
I let my toenails go so bad in the winter, man. I let them grow out.
Yeah.
They look good though. They're healthy.
Mine, I don't like the feeling.
My wife hates it.
We've already talked about how
Yeah, I was snagging. Dude, we're gonna cross over information at this point in time, so we gotta probably stop saying that. We're like, we talked about this previous time. Guess what? The guys listening right now, they got no fucking clue.
Well, what I was going to say is I think we've talked about this. I don't know if we've ever talked about it on the podcast where I'm weird about the way things feel on my feet, like the seams of your socks and everything and shit. So
Oh yeah.
I can't let once my toenails get too long, it's like I feel them in there and they drive me fucking crazy and I got to trim them.
Oh, I had a sock sideways the one day. It chapped your ass.
yeah, dude.
So bad.
I don't understand how you can fucking do that.
And you're like, well, your sock's not right. I'm like, that's fine. And you're like, feels fine on my foot. I don't know what you're talking about.
I put my shoes on this morning and I was getting ready to walk out to the gym. I made it like 5 steps out towards the door, and I felt that little stitch was underneath my pinky toe. I'm like, nope. I went sat back down, took my sock off, fixed it, or took my shoe off. You know, I had to line it up just right, put it back on, step around a little bit. Like, okay, cool, let's go. We can do this today.
Just put it on right the first time. What are you doing?
Well, for some reason, I don't feel it then. I only feel it when I step on it. You know, only when I step on
Idiot.
it.
Look at these socks. Bam.
Boom.
It's good.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not wearing any socks right now.
Oh, big stretch. Anything else you got this week? Anything you want to talk about?
I
Anything
ain't got
super
shit.
awesome going on?
No, I ain't got shit. Nothing too cool. Just tired today, man.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get outside.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Well, I think one other thing I
I've
wanted
been
to bring up.
preaching that to my wife too.
I did that whole kind of carnivore reset thing for January. Cheated a couple times. Had a few drinks.
Cheater.
Not too much, but I lost 15.5 pounds.
Nice.
And I probably consumed, I had at least a pound of red meat every day. So I had 31 pounds of red meat, at least, if not more.
Sure.
I think I looked, it was like 26 out of the 31 days. I did a 500 calorie or more workout. So trying to tighten up for the
We're
warm
not
weather.
health physicians by any ways, but Steve enjoys the carnivore diet. But we will not tell you how to treat your body or eat anything, whatever.
I'm only going to suggest what works and what's best, and that's the carnivore diet and working out. Actually, you know what? Whole Foods, and put some motion in your ass. You know, that's it. That's all you got to do. Don't eat processed and don't sit around, and
Yeah.
you'll be a lot healthier.
Yeah, if you go to the gym every day too, that works.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Move around.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the gym. You can get up and walk down to the end of the street and back, and don't eat processed food. If you do those two, drink more water. If you do those 3 things, those 3 simple, easy things, you will feel a lot better, and you'll probably lose some pounds.
Propaganda.
Yeah. No, you're right. Eat all the processed bullshit.
Yeah. I've been eating 20 boxes of mac and cheese every night. I ain't peak physical
Do-
fitness.
The people that are selling you all the pills do exactly what they say for your health because they don't want to make money off of you at all.
McDonald's cheeseburgers don't taste that great for a reason. All right, they make you lose weight.
Yeah, that's the secret. Eat everything that tastes good.
We're not health professionals.
Oh no,
We're
not at all.
financial advisors, or
Really anything.
apocalypse
Real well.
survivors, brokers. I don't know, whatever you want us to be, but we are here to have a damn good time.
We're not super professionals in anything, honestly. We're the jack of most trades, master of none.
I know. So I was just watching a show with my wife. It was fine. It's a trivia show, so it's or not trivia. Well, kind of trivia, whatever. It's with Rob Lowe. It's on Netflix. It's there's a bunch of tiles on the floor. They got like
I've seen previews for this.
81 people, 9x9 squares out.
Yeah.
Right. It randomly generates a person, and then that person has a topic. So the one square has to challenge anybody in a straight cross by them. They can't go diagonal, just straight. They have to challenge them to a thing. So they have their own topic.
Do they pick their own? Like that's the one they're supposed to know the most about?
I'm pretty
or-
sure they gave them topics, and
Okay.
then so that way they'd be like, you pick your topic that you know the most about, and then you can go research it.
Okay.
Because they're kind of more actors people to me, so I think it's kind of like
They're plants.
they pick the people, and they're like, "Do you know this?" Well, yeah, we'll put you into that kind of category to make it easier for the selection process. Not
Right.
like let's interview and putting 81 people in there. Like let's hire 81 people, and then here's all our topics, and then you're gonna have to this is your topic. Go on your own, learn it, and then come in. Anyways, I'm not trying to break it down too much, but my wife was like, "What would your topic be?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know."
Yeah, I don't know.
She's like, "Would it be food related? Because you love food and you cook all the time and you know food well." I'm like, "Maybe." I'm like, "But I don't know." She's like, "Steak cuts." I'm like, "I mean, I know my steak cuts, but I don't know
Yeah.
all of them." It's like if I looked at them as an image, I wouldn't be able to like pick them all out of the lineup.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Video games?" I'm like, "Well, no, that goes so deep."
Yeah.
And I really
You
just
only know the ones that
stuck
you
to my
like.
core games.
Yeah, the ones that you're laser focused on.
And then they could ask you weird things in those video games. So I don't want to call that out. And she's like, "All right." And then we're watching the show, and vegetables came up, and I won 8 for 9.
Yeah.
The only one I didn't get was
I was gonna make a terrible joke there.
jicama.
You missed jicama?
Yeah, because it looked like a goddamn
Oh, they showed you a picture of it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Kind of looks like a fuck, I forget what jicama
Parsnip.
looks. Yeah.
It kind of looked like parsnip, but because I could, like, if you present it to me as like in front of me, I'd be like, "Well, that's not a part. That's jicama." Like,
Yeah.
But jicama is such one of those weird vegetables. It's like
Right.
not a lot of people know that. But we put in a picture. It's like, "Oh, it's parsnip." And it's like, no,
Was it like a multiple choice thing?
or not parsnip. Oh, no. You said
Okay.
that you had to know it.
Right.
You could say skip, and then you lost some seconds.
But like, like orange. Okay, that's a banana. Like that's a
yeah, but there's two people going.
And then
they
they probably even the first thing that pops, that's a parsnip,
They were like, I got all of them right except
Except
that
for
one.
jicama.
That was
Yeah.
I couldn't get that one. She's
Can't
like,
even
"Well, you know vegetables." I don't want to say jicama looks like a parsnip. The picture they put up was fucking weird too. It didn't even look like it. Yeah.
Oh
so,
yeah, it kind of looks like a turnip even.
yeah, but it was longer. They had it. Well, the picture they put up didn't look like completely like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I would have called that one jicama.
You know, I think the first guy was like turnip and it was a blah blah blah, and he guessed a couple times and then he passed it.
Yeah.
And you lose a couple seconds. Anyways, I don't know why I got on that.
Because I think we were trying to talk about how we aren't super proficient in any one main thing.
Oh,
but
yeah, any one main
we're
thing.
broadly smart about it. Or
Yeah, but then somehow I knew all the vegetables,
yeah,
and then I knew all of like the what was it?
I don't know.
vehicle logos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I missed like one or two of those.
You got Ford wrong, didn't you?
Yeah,
Literally
right.
says
Yeah,
Ford right now.
And it's like, I don't know what I'm a master of.
Yeah.
I don't know what a master of creative, like, unless you're like into that profession. And it's like, even
right.
our professions, it's like, well, yours not going to be branded. But
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to, like, you know what? I could go on a trivia show and electrical engineering be my topic.
let me touch the wattage. Out.
Yeah.
And it's not like you had a degree in that or anything, too. So
Right.
it's like, that's going to be weird. And mine was just food related. So it's just
Well,
like,
and a lot of it, too, is like, yeah, you could go based off your profession, but all you really know is what you know in your job. It'd be different if I did electrical engineering for like 30 different companies and I see a vast variety of all these different things. Like, okay, I know a lot of shit, whereas I'm pigeonholed in that sort of field only for what we build. That's
Right.
all I really know. You know what I mean? Like, I've got a general idea of other stuff and in general, but like when it comes down to it, I'm only really good at the stuff that we build
Yeah.
and the things that I work on. That's it. You know.
So no,
But
learn it all.
yeah,
Anyways, I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know,
I don't know where we came from.
I think it'd be
But
cool to
yeah,
get
I think a lot of people do
one
that
of these
in their
days we'll get an
careers.
AI chip implanted in your brain anyway and just learn everything. It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Google will be right there.
The Matrix is real.
Yeah.
Anyway, Steve, did you
Yeah.
have yourself a damn good time?
You know what? I did have myself a damn good time. Did you have yourself a damn good
I had
time?
a damn good time.
We hope you guys had a damn good time as well. Be sure to click like and subscribe. Let us know anything you want to know. Give us some
Sure.
questions, comments, topics, whatever.
Make sure you tell your grandma about us. She wants to see two
Just keep-
handsome men on the stage. And
Keep tuning in for a damn good time, you know?
we'll be back next week.
Yeah. I love you, listener. I love you, Cody.
Love
Cheers,
you,
brother. See you
Cheers.
guys next week.
To a damn good time.